last one we did before Kobe and Masvidal.
Oh, Colby, yeah. I think I said Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah.
I think I call him Kobe sometimes, so you should say Kobe. Kobe.
I think so.
L.
No, I think the last one was before.
We only did 2 episodes.
We'd had Adesanya versus Whitaker. That was the last
No,
one.
that was our first episode.
Was it?
Yeah, dude. Remember
No,
we had the
our first one
salami?
was in Ganu.
Remember we had the salami? But we didn't record that one technically. We didn't save it
So
properly.
that was our first one?
The first one
Was with
ever.
the salami.
The first one we did that actually got posted was Whitaker. And then the second episode, which is only we've done 2 so far, it was
George, yeah. That was with the fucking the salamati.
Alright, so we can jump right into it. So it's been a while. So last time we texted and we said we're gonna do the next episode, we're gonna go our debate on Journeyman.
No,
If you still want to go on that? The
No.
England card with Tom Aspinall. The Maz Kobe altercation. I don't know if we still want to talk about that. That's kind of old news now. We could
it's
touch
just
on it.
it just feels fucking.
But I'm paying for you tomorrow, obviously.
I don't know, that whole news just feels stupid.
Do you want to skip that one, or we'll go down the list first?
Oh, we can talk about it.
All right. You want to start off with our debate on the Journeyman concept?
Oh, fuck.
It's not that fresh anymore in my mind, but I
Yeah.
think from what I remember was we were saying pretty much. So you consider a journeyman anyone essentially who hasn't. Okay, if you haven't won a belt, if you won a belt, you can't be a journeyman.
No.
And then even if you've lost the belt or lost in a championship fight rather, and then
If you never had the real undisputed belt in your possession.
So you're only not a journeyman if you've won the belt or you haven't had the chance, you're in your prime now to fight for a title. If you've lost a title shot, you're a journeyman.
If you lost title shot, yeah. If you've had, because it's weird though, because like a journeyman is like, I think of it. I didn't even know it was real. I thought Colby made it up. I didn't even know it was a real term.
I think he's the first one that used it in MMA because
Yeah.
that term's been around in boxing, and I'm pretty sure most like sports teams.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Because it's easier to sports team to determine who's a journeyman because you just look like they're bouncing around a bunch of teams. MMA,
But that's normal though.
MMA,
like, it's not really a bad thing to do that.
No, it's not a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like everything else, it's classified under a label.
Right.
Like everything else, right?
But who isn't a journeyman really?
But that was my point. I'm
even
like,
Tom Brady's a journeyman.
No, he's not.
Well, he went to another team.
I think the point is not that just you leave to go to one team. It's like if you constantly get moved in a team sport, it would be like someone who's like they get traded mid-season like 3 different times. The next season on a different team, they can't essentially find a spot in the roster because they're not good enough, or teams just don't find value in them, so they're always bouncing around. Like that's a journeyman.
What about LeBron? That guy's like top tier. He's
only
technically a journeyman.
Not really, because it's his decision to go to the team. So it's not like it's different when you're a free agent and you're signing big contracts and you're deciding I want to play here.
Wait, but journeyman's classified as you're moving teams without your consent?
I don't think it's about consent. It's just like you're bouncing around a lot. I don't think LeBron's situation would be
being a hoe.
No, LeBron's definitely not a journeyman.
Oh.
So for MMA, at first I thought it was someone who they can't stick around the UFC because that's obviously the top tier. So it'd be like someone like always like they're like Masvidal before that was technically I guess a journeyman because like he
in that sense,
in a bunch of different promotions.
Yeah.
But then I kind of thought it over and actually looked at the definition and that didn't really fit it.
But it does technically.
No, because MMA it's different. MMA was more of like
the way
for boxing. The definition for boxing, which I'm pretty sure you could use for MMA because it's combat and it's not a team sport, was essentially, if I remember correctly, someone who isn't like essentially notable or not even gatekeeper status. So essentially, if you fight them, like you're not even. It doesn't really propel your career.
They're either on your highlight reel or it's just a fight, a record, like a notch on your belt. Yeah,
exactly. It's just another kind of like win. So I would think of someone who isn't ranked technically. You're not like in the top 15 because of rankings now, and you're always on the prelims. I guess that would be a journeyman. But then you mentioned something about winning percentage. If you don't hit a certain criteria, then you're in that category.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it because I didn't know it was a definition or it was a real term. I thought Colby was just using it, and it just the way he used it made sense because it was like somebody who has their win-loss ratio is pretty even for one, and then two, it's like they never had a belt. I think that's just the way I saw it. The way he used it was the way I.
But I disagree with the win-loss ratio because MMA is so deceiving with that record because you could pad your record before coming into the UFC, or you can just take a bunch of hard fights in the UFC and then like it looks like you
have
yeah.
But then
like the two guys that come to mind are like for me like Frank Mir and Nate Diaz. Like their records are very deceiving. They're almost like even with wins and losses, but like you gotta think like they're fighting top competition their whole career because they're always ranked. Especially Frank Mir, like he's always either on the cusp of fighting for a number one contender fight. He's been the champion, but then you're fighting like beasts essentially.
Right, but then they would be in the way Colby used it. It would make sense for him to be Journeyman.
But then how could someone like Poirier be a Journeyman because he hasn't won a belt? You know what I'm saying? When you're essentially, you can make the argument he's the second best lightweight of all time.
But Poirier's win-loss
third.
ratio.
Yeah, sorry, third before Oliveira. You can make the argument he's a top 3 lightweight of all time after Khabib and Oliveira. It's just he's in a situation.
I guess so.
He's in a situation where he didn't win a belt, but it's almost like when you're playing against Michael Jordan in the 90s, you didn't win a championship because you just happened to play in the same era as the most dominant like thing ever. You know what I mean?
But Poirier's win-loss ratio is not that close.
But then before you were saying if you didn't get the belt,
that's why.
Because that would make essentially the whole roster.
I think
like, the Journeyman.
Yeah, I know.
So what are we watching? A bunch of average guys?
No, but like the way I was just looking at it, is it like the way Colby used it, and it just made sense. Like
right.
Diaz, Masvidal.
Would you
Mir.
consider Diaz a Journeyman when you? How though? When you've been in the top flight for like 15 years now.
Yeah, but
that's like the opposite of Journeyman.
The last 5 years he's been top just because of his name.
But he's under the UFC umbrella for 15 years. He was ranked after the Pettis fight, which was a couple years ago. So imagine, right after the Pettis fight, when is his UFC debut? Like 2008?
Okay, wait.
So that's 11 years into your career. You're still ranked. You were ranked across 2 divisions. How can you be a Journeyman being?
Because of the win-loss ratio. That's what I think it just comes down to. Is just literally your win-loss ratio.
But Nate, how could you knock Nate for his losses when it's like he's taking fights against like Leon Edwards? You know what I mean? Like he has no business taking the fight against like a top 3 welterweight. When you're a former lightweight.
It made sense. It made a lot of sense.
No, it makes sense, but it's like it just shows you like
it's worth the risk.
It just shows you like the losses don't really match up because like it's just there's so much context behind it. You can't just go on a number.
No, 100%. But like I'm just saying. The way Colby used it, I don't even know what my point is anymore.
The way Colby used it, you were just intrigued by the way he used it.
I just thought the way he used it makes a lot of sense to me. Just your win-loss ratio.
We should just post
and then,
our texting argument on the side. So I feel like we made way better points.
Yeah,
so we'll just post it there. I feel like we're getting more like angry about it too. Like we were on the same page at all.
No. At one point, I was just disagreeing.
That's wrong. Yeah, no matter what point, we already had in our mind that this is the answer we're gonna stick to. So we're just. I'm gonna screenshot it.
And
just post it there. Yeah, with the fucking wrong in caps. Alright, so up next it was the England card, which was now feels like a long time ago. I don't even remember that one to be honest. So let's start from I caught the last 3 fights, so I believe it was Paddy. Then the co-main event was right, yeah, because Hooker lost, and then obviously Tom Aspinall. So you want to start from the first one, the Paddy fight? That's the first time I saw a guy fight.
The first time you saw Paddy fight?
Yeah.
That was the second time I seen him fight, and even before that, I seen his highlights because UFC signed him. The UFC signed him like it was like a long time ago. It was like 2 years ago. I was like, who's this weird white kid? And they're overhyping him and shit. And they finally had him fight. I don't know why it took so long, but honestly, he's not that impressive.
Considering the marketing behind him, his age.
And it doesn't make any sense.
His relevancy, like he didn't have a Wikipedia page. I know that's not like a good gauge, but like you would think someone with that much hype behind them would like have enough on their record that they fought this person. Like how do you not have a Wikipedia page? That means the guys you're fighting didn't have a page. So that's you're essentially fighting nobodies.
And he just lost his belt in Cage Warriors before he came to UFC.
Oh, he's in Cage Warriors?
Yeah.
So how does he not have like a Wikipedia page? I know it sounds stupid, but like how do you not have like a page?
I don't know.
But
I didn't know that.
I didn't know he was 28.
Yeah.
So you would think with such a push, I understand it's the whole England thing. Like he has like the
scout.
He just has that like
that oomph.
Yeah, like you could push this guy.
I like his personality too. I
that
like
too.
it. I see it now, but before I was like, why the fuck?
Yeah, he's
so
flashy. He like throws like a lot of like he like
but
goes.
Not,
but it's like
he brawls. This
yeah, and then like his submissions are slick. But like I would think like 28, you're pushing this guy. You would think it would be like he was not Connor, but like if this Connor was what like 25 when they started pushing him.
Oh, he was younger than that.
Was he?
He was 25 when he
How old is he now?
Nate, I think.
No, I don't think it was that young.
I think so.
He was like 27, maybe 28.
Oh, maybe.
Let me just Google. But essentially, like you would think. I'm just gonna find it real quick. Conor McGregor.
Yeah, his whole hype doesn't really make sense to me, but I love it.
Even though O'Malley's what, like not even 25, or he's 25, right?
He's 27.
But they've been hyping him for a couple of years now. But so you think it'll be like a situation where it's like, okay, this guy's like very young, like we're gonna hype the shit of him. But like he's like 28. Like this is like the prime of your career essentially for most people.
He's entering his
especially lower weight classes. Prime. So you would think like
prime.
Yeah, so you would think it'll be like I don't know, it's
a weird hype. It's a weird hype.
Like,
no, trust me, I know.
In a way, it's forced. I want to say, but like he did look good, but at the same time, it feels forced.
It was.
Connor's 33 now, so that means he fought.
2016.
His peak was essentially that 2017 year.
Yeah, no, 2016.
Right, 16 before Floyd. Yeah. So 16, 17. So that's what 4 years ago. So 29, 28, yeah. And then obviously so he won the belt 27, but they were hyping up 2 years before that. So yeah, 25, like we said. So yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
You know what? I never understood the push Paddy got from the UFC. It was like I feel it was being forced in everybody's face, and nobody understood it. We just kind of obviously take it. And
you're forced to an extent.
Yeah, but then now that I see, I watch his vlogs, I hear him talk, and he's a cool guy. I like his personality. He's funny.
No, yeah,
he's funny,
definitely. He's entered that.
He's entertaining.
He's entered that stage where it's like, yeah, I want to see him fight when he's on the card.
Yeah. Because the thing is, he's not like, oh my god, he's unstoppable. This guy gets tagged.
Yeah.
He almost got finished his last 2 fights.
And then it's like the crowd reaction. It's like, oh, like something's got to be going on.
But it's cool though, because he's not like he's unstoppable and like, oh my god, how is anybody gonna finish him? It's more like he's so human, but then he pulls it off in the end.
Right.
Which is actually kind of sick.
You think they're doing this to kind of like scratch the surface and really tap into the English market? Like they want that to be like there's always been English fighters, but like and they've always had big events in England at the O2 Arena, like Bisbink, Dan Hardy back in the day. But like, do you think they're really trying to? Maybe there's a culture shift going on there that we don't know about. That like maybe more people are because boxing is big there, so maybe like MMA is getting bigger. They're trying to capitalize on that. You think that could be it?
That's why they're pushing.
Like they see a market there. Like there's going to be more fighters coming out of here. This is a sport that is
going
here.
Maybe because you got Till is kind of washed up already, in my opinion. But you got Till, you got Paddy, you got the Molly Meatball, you got Aspinall, you got Paul Craig, Arnold Allen. Those are all top dogs.
Yeah.
Paul Craig's gonna break into the scene soon. He's his personality. He's a bad motherfucker, and he fights good. He's a submission guy too for some reason.
I saw him fight a couple times.
Yeah, and he gets into it. He's a bit of a douche, which is cool. You know?
Yeah, he just seemed like an asshole.
Yeah, it's nice.
And then, but yeah, I think maybe they're trying to like, who knows? Maybe
it
like
seems like it.
Maybe
I mean, they got the talent for it.
Yeah, maybe like the MMA scene's like growing there.
They got the talent for it, so it could be. So, I think so.
Up next was
Arnold Allen.
You called that one,
bro. I've been watching that kid since he fought Gilbert Melendez in 2019. I was like, holy fuck, this kid's boxing is so slick. Yeah.
I feel like it was like so long since he fought.
I know, but it was a prelim fight, so nobody was even paying attention to Gilbert at that time. But regardless, I saw the prelim and I was like, holy shit, this kid's hands are slick. But then I think he won like really 3 boring decisions, so nobody really paid attention. And it's crazy. Did you see the crowd?
Yeah,
he was the home guy.
Yeah,
and they didn't say anything.
And he's essentially ranked like he's more.
Yeah.
On paper, should be the more notable fighter,
even when
and he's fighting the more notable name. Like Dan Hooker's like very relevant.
Even when exactly. Even when he won, the crowd didn't even cheer that much. Even when he had his interview, the crowd didn't even cheer that much. And he called Dan. What did he call Dan? Peter?
Yeah. First, I think if Peter was the name, I think first he was talking about his coach.
Yeah.
And then I guess like subconsciously like that name was still in his mind, and like he pointed at Dan. He's like, "Good job, Peter." Yeah, I think. So wait, so that was. But what do you think about Dan Hooker then? Do you think back to lightweight?
Yeah, he has to. He's too big. He's huge.
He was so shredded.
He was huge.
It was like kind of scary.
He was shredded in lightweight too. The guy's fucking cut.
Do you think it was a case of where the weight cut fucked up his chin because of the dehydration?
Oh yeah, I think so. Cause think about it, he's been at lightweight for how long now?
Yeah.
Like. Well,
and welterweight before that.
He was at welterweight before 145.
No, he did lightweight and welterweight. Remember, did he? No, wait, no,
it was lightweight. Gilbert.
Oh, Burns. Yeah, I was thinking Burns. Oh, shoot, Burns is the only one in the lightweight.
But Hooker was at 145. He started in the UFC at, and then he moved up, and then he's been packing that muscle on for like what 5 years at least.
And then when you get older, obviously, like it's
older, so
tougher.
it's like 5 years of muscle, maybe 5 for whatever.
I think for sure he goes back to lightweight.
I think he should.
But the thing is, then what happens with him at lightweight? You just give him like. Do you give him a guy in a certain similar situation, or do you think they're going to be assholes and just feed him to guys who need a name on their belt?
Fitzaev, or either give him to Fitzaev or Fitzeev, whatever the fuck you say it, or Dos Anjos.
I feel like Dos Anjos wouldn't want that fight because he's still ranked.
Yeah,
and he wants someone above him. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Dan Hooker, who should you fight next? What about Bobby Green?
Ooh. That's a fun fight for both guys.
And at least one of them gets back on the win.
Yeah, because Bobby Green's got some hype. Didn't he just lost to Islam?
Lost to Islam.
But he got a lot of notoriety off of that shit.
Who else? I'm trying to think lightweight.
I don't really know. There's Fitzeev or whatever the fuck.
But even him, he's kind of like up there.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
I think he wants the RDA fight still.
RDA, yeah.
And then let's see. I'm trying to think lightweight quickly.
I don't know anybody else past that.
Yeah, I think
I know, but I don't.
I think it would have to be a guy like
Green.
Or like, isn't Jim Miller fighting soon? Maybe we give him like.
Oh no, poor Jim, man.
No, Jim's still picking up wins though.
Didn't he just lose?
Did he? I swear he won not too long ago. Remember we met him at the expo?
Dude, the coconut on
Dude,
that guy.
his head was huge.
That's what I'm saying, it was massive.
Holy. Jim Miller, he's on a 2-fight win streak.
Who did he just beat?
Nicholas Mota. And before that, Eric Gonzalez.
Not 155.
It doesn't say, but I'm assuming.
No, I think he's 45 now.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's 45 now.
UFC lightweight rankings.
But yeah, the coconut that guy had, holy fuck. Dude.
I'm gonna pull up the rankings. I'm so mad I forgot the Gabagool.
Oh, the Gabagool.
The Gabagool.
We should actually get some mics, eh?
I know we should.
Dude, how sick would that be? I feel like I'd take it more serious too.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I mean, like, we'd have
so
to,
two questions to our fans out there. Do you want mics, and do we have any English fans? Is MMA growing on the scene over there?
You lads.
You lads.
You lads.
Dan Hooker's ranked 13th. So right now in the rankings,
hey,
I don't know, it's hard to say.
Actually, we should set up a GoFundMe page. Our fans can support. Show us some support. Or whatever.
Mom, I need $5.
The Patreons.
Honestly, lightweight, the names below him aren't like names I'm too familiar with.
Read them out.
Brad Riddle.
Oh yes, that's a good one.
I know Diego Ferreira.
Yeah.
Then above him,
what rank is Ferreira?
15.
Oh, that's fucking far.
Yeah, I don't know. Lightweight's
That's a good one. Riddell is a good one, or Rydell.
I'm not really familiar with him, to be honest.
He just fought Fitzeev or Fitzaev. We gotta find out how to say it.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember seeing that fight.
That's actually a good fight.
And then,
but actually, no, they're both from the same camp. He's training with Volkanovski right now. Okay.
And then, what do you think about? We're talking more about the guy who lost. What's next? What do you think about?
Again, everybody forgets Arnold Allen. Man,
just proves your point.
That's crazy. Wow,
he's gotta get a number one contender fight next, or like a fight that gets you a number one contender fight. I would think that, right?
I think that's right. He's on 8-fight win.
So wait, so 145 picture right now. Obviously,
Qatar,
Volk and Korean Zombie. Max is up next, unless Korean Zombie pulls an upset. And they can do an immediate rematch.
They won't do that. They
want I think Max is up next. Max and Zombie.
They don't really want Volkanovski there over Max.
Yeah. So okay. So Zombie Volk, and then Max gets the winner. So I guess, do you give Arnold Allen the loser of the title fight tomorrow?
Fuck. I have a feeling you know who's gonna come back is the Beat.
What happened to him?
He got sick or something. Actually, I just read it like a month ago or something.
So let me just pull
He's
the
coming- he's
featherweight rankings. So it's
He's coming back soon though.
okay. Ortega is fighting.
Ooh.
Oh, Calvin Kattar.
Yeah, that's what I said. Qatar.
I completely missed. I thought he like Qatar, like where the World Cup.
Cup.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Kattar, Arnold
Yeah.
Allen is perfect.
Yeah, I think so.
And then Ortega could fight Yair.
You think Yair deserves Ortega?
I think
over-
because they're both high ranked, or they're 2 and 3, and they're both in a
Yair's 3?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and they're both in a similar position. So I think it makes a lot of sense. They're both coming off losses to Max and Volk. So just let them fight each other. One of them gets momentum. Then, like you said, Qatar and Allen.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good fight.
I don't think Qatar
Winner-
does it though. I don't see Qatar doing it.
What do you mean, taking the fight?
Yeah.
Why not? He has the only person. Allen's below him, but in terms of
Because
everyone.
Qatar can wait for the winner of Yair and Ortega.
But
What rank is Allen?
6.
Qatar?
Yeah. No,
Qatar's
Cater's 5, Arnold Allen's 6.
Oh, okay.
I think that's perfect because the winner can either get a title shot or, depending on what the timeline looks like, fights for a number one contender fight.
Yeah.
So I think because either way they're on the same track. Like,
No, I like them. I think it makes sense. I just don't think Qatar takes it. What
Then what
is
do
the
you think?
beat? Is the beat ranked? Is that ranked anymore?
Let's see. So beats he is not.
Yeah, I think
He
so.
is
It's been
not
like
up
2
there.
years.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
How about Jija
Oh, that would be a good one. That guy's got
or
height.
Bryce Mitchell?
Oh, fuck.
But he's kind of lower. I think Bryce Mitchell and Jija should fight,
Yeah.
and then you do Allen and Cater, and then you see what the title fight looks like. That's what I think.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's going on?
How's it going?
Good, yourself?
Good, dude.
Okay, say that again. Jija
And
I have these.
Mitchell,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And
What
then,
ranking is Giga?
he's 8, and Mitchell's 9.
Okay, that's fair.
My bag.
That's fair, and they're both actually kind of hype trains right now.
And then Josh Emmett's 7.
You can't give you can't give Allen to both of those, either one of those yet.
You can't give Allen to what?
Mitchell or Giga.
No, because then right
It
now
takes away
you're in a
from-
position you're just showing you rather try to hype these guys up and use Qatar as
Exactly,
like the
exactly.
sacrificial lamb.
Hey,
So-
who's in between all that? Yeah, this is getting confusing. Oh, Josh Emmett. That guy's kind of he's up there.
My name's not so familiar. I can't remember.
Dan Eag. Fuck, dude, this is
Featherweight's
so
good.
stacked.
Yeah, featherweight's stacked.
And you know what's crazy about featherweight is nobody has like crazy wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's not that guy that's like, oh, he's gonna
Just
try to take you down.
maul,
That's
yeah.
true. There's no wrestler.
It's just like, and nobody's like a crazy striker where none of them can hang. They can all hang in
Yeah,
each,
it's interesting.
in each,
Yeah.
in each category. It's such a sick weight class. Yeah, I don't know.
And then
I think Allen versus Cater is good.
Yeah,
I don't think Cater takes it though.
do you think if the fight happens, who wins?
Cater versus Allen?
I think Allen has that. Actually, Cater's pretty
Ooh,
slick.
dude, he is like just Allen has that more of a pop, like more.
Yeah.
But
Cater
he
can take a
gas.
shot. Cater
Yeah,
can take a shot.
he can take a shot. That's such an interesting
I think
matchup.
Cater actually.
Yeah?
I think his bot. I think the Max fight.
Leveled him up.
I think he was rare situations, hard to say, but like usually guys either go on the downward path after a fight like that, or they reevaluate and they get
come out
better.
stronger.
I think he got better, so I think
so,
it'll be
based
like
off who did he just fight?
Cater.
Oh, Chikadze. He fought Giga.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah,
Fuck. See, Arnold Allen should have got that opportunity.
yeah, but like you said, he's
We forgot about him.
Yeah, I know, we're talking about Dan Hooker, and then
Dude, that's so sad.
we should Dan Hooker fight next. That's the guy who's like a top 5 featherweight.
Poor guy, man.
And
you know
then-
his dad's a strongman, eh?
What?
His dad's a strongman?
How strong?
No, like the fucking the
I
real
don't-
strong.
And then the main event, that was Tom Ass. He like leveled up. Like he looked like it's crazy seeing guys like that. Like it's so weird. Like one fight after the other, like they just hit a new like level altogether.
But
Like
Aspinall always
you
had
can tell
that.
they're learning like so fast.
Yeah. That game plan was.
Yeah, because we're like in other sports, like it's season, so like you think, compared to last season, he must have done a lot of work over the off season, or like you've seen the development over a couple of years. This is like for fighting, it's like a
6
3-4
months?
month,
Yeah,
6 month span. It's like you
Yeah.
just see it.
It's crazy.
And the thing too is like, it's for team sports is like you're playing the game constantly.
Yeah.
So it's like you're obviously gonna get learning curves and like go learn on the fly.
Yeah.
For fighting, it's like you're learning, and then if you happen to do well, you're not just learning. You have to jump in there with better competition the next time around.
Yeah.
It's not like you get
It's
to fight
crazy,
these
man.
guys 3 or 4 times
No, it's
and
one
like redeem
time.
yourself.
Yeah.
Like
one time and you're injured for like a month,
yeah,
and then it's fucked.
and
It's
then
crazy,
he fought Volkov, who is obviously like he's a great
He's
fighter.
up there. He's up there. Yeah.
He looks slick though on his feet.
Dude,
He looks
the way
slick.
he moves.
Yeah.
How beautiful was it? Like, those takedowns were so nicely timed.
Yeah,
Oh
he
man.
really looked like if prime Frank Mir were to like be in today's generation, but like you
Said
said,
he never had that accident because remember he had a
he
motorcycle
was
accident.
He was like 24, essentially on top of the world heavyweight champion. Like,
Did you mention that the accident
what do you mean?
when we were talking?
No, I
about
completely forgot about that.
Okay, so Joe Rogan was talking about it then. That's right.
Oh, really? What did he say?
I was like, oh shit, because I didn't know he had an accident.
Oh, really?
Because
I
he had
knew
an
it. I knew-
accident. He was a top dog. And
Yeah,
he came back
after
and
he beat Tim
was,
Sylvia.
That's when he became a journeyman.
We just started going back into that. But yeah, like 24. I think he was the youngest heavyweight champion at that time. No, he had to be 24, 25 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was youngish or not. Maybe.
I think for
don't know.
heavyweight he
But
was.
I know it definitely put a slash
But,
on his career.
Yeah, and then, like the mental toll too. But yeah, I think like he looked like not just like physical traits, like even just the style a little bit. But like you said, like just much slicker on the feet, like not stuck in the mud. Like Frank Mir's boxing was like pretty nice, but he was just too like
It was old
it was
school.
too in the
It was old-
pocket.
yeah,
it wasn't
it was old
like
school.
too like he tried to bounce around, but it was. But yeah, Aspinall looked like phenomenal.
Crazy man.
I think he could.
Beat Ty. I think.
Well,
him
Ty
and-
for sure he could beat.
You think so?
Yeah, Ty for sure he could beat. I think he's gonna. He'll slip him, take him down and sit there super
I
fast.
think, yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
yeah.
fight won't go too long.
Or
to be honest.
like a fucking ground and pound.
Serial Gun, I think he could take because I don't. Depending on the same time though, like we said, like the elevation in your skill over time. Maybe Serial Gun. Next time we see him, his takedown defense, his takedowns in general, his ground game is much
Oh,
better.
that's right. Because Ngannou showed him a lesson.
Yeah, so maybe he bounces back from it, like
Maybe,
okay,
maybe not.
right. Or even if he does, is it enough to
To
counter
Aspinall.
what someone already kind of knows how to do so well?
Well, Aspinall's pretty small, eh, for that division
Yeah,
compared to Cyril and
Yeah,
Ngannou
yeah.
at least. He's pretty small. So that's the only thing that I think could play a big factor too.
do you think you
is the
think
size.
Francis?
Hey, no.
I haven't took him down.
Nah, dude, Francis can stuff a takedown now. Like that guy, he stuffed Stipe's takedown. The only thing Aspinall has is how he lets them overextend, and
Yeah.
then he slips and then goes for it. And Ngannou overextends all the time. Like he literally, his body, he'll throw a punch and his body will just slide with it because there's so much power.
I'm super.
crazy.
I think Aspinall's.
Gonna be champ.
It's possible, man.
If he can
I was
take, if
super
he
impressed.
beats Ty,
Is that
then-
good? Excuse me. Is that confirmed?
No, it's not confirmed, but they're pushing for it. I
So-
don't know if Ty wants it.
Remember, Stipe Ty was kind of in the works, or like at least it was a rumor.
Yeah.
So what do you think, heavyweight?
Ooh,
The last
Stipe
time-
versus Aspinall.
The last time we had I think it was the first episode, or was the episode we didn't get recorded? We were having the whole
About
like, what does
Stipe.
the heavyweight picture look like?
Yeah. Now
That
it's
whole
again.
argument
It's
or
gone.
that whole debate
Gone.
it flipped on its head because at
that-
first it looked like there was no options. It was
No,
like
I know.
either John fights or like we see rematches.
The
between-
landscape is different now.
Yeah, we have Aspinall in there. Cyril gone,
You know-
obviously still there, but the main one's Aspinall, and then there's someone else up
You
there.
know what it's literally like? Because we were talking about it in winter. You know, the trees were dead; they were frozen, and now it's springtime, and the heavyweight division just is flourishing now.
Because of the spring.
Yeah, it's like getting warmer, and the trees are growing now. You know,
So you're saying like Tom Aspinall's like
good tree.
he's a tree that spurted on the ground. There's someone else at heavyweight that's I feel like I'm missing. Oh, Ty.
Ty.
So-
I think there's somebody else though.
So let's see.
Oh, the black guy.
Full racist.
No, he just knocked out John Volante with a spinning kick and he flipped.
Oh, that dude. Wait, the short guy?
Yeah.
Is he even ranked?
No, but he's coming up.
Maybe next spring. Oh, Curtis Blades is on a
Curtis
run.
Blades.
But the thing with him is though,
Did he beat?
he lost to Francis twice. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Like the only way he gets
And he lost to Lewis.
the only way he gets a title shot is if Francis is the champion or if he like literally clears everyone out before him. You know what I mean?
Francis clears everybody out.
No,
Before.
like Cyril like literally beats everyone ahead of him, and they like there's no choice but to do that fight again.
Cyril versus Blades.
No, Francis and Blades because Francis beat him twice already.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
That's too long.
So Cyril's ranked 1, obviously Francis is champ. Stipe 2, Ty 3, Blades 4, Lewis 5, Aspinall 6. So if we have to do that whole, what do you think happens? The landscape changed
A
obviously.
new landscape. We gotta start writing this shit down, eh? Have like a whiteboard.
So Francis is out via injury right now. Surgery.
How long? Like a year, probably.
I would say so.
Yeah.
So for sure, the next heavyweight title fight is for the interim belt.
Cyril versus Stipe. Right?
What's going on with Stipe?
I don't know.
Does he even want to fight anymore?
He does.
What about John Jones? I don't think John's fighting. Because
Really?
even I think he tweeted something like, I'm aiming to, I don't know when I'm going to fight. I'm kind of paraphrasing, but June, July, I'm expecting to be in like peak form condition. So that essentially he's kind of saying like, hey, I'm going to be like in top physical form that time, but if they don't offer me what I want,
Then
I'm
out.
okay with not taking. That's what I got from that message.
That'd be sad, man. I want to see John at heavyweight.
I don't think it happened, so I think I'm gonna go.
Okay, let's exclude John because he's so hypothetical right now. Let's exclude John.
Tom Aspinall is gonna fight.
Ty. Wow, fuck. He can fight Lewis soon next, technically, or Blades. He has Aspinall has a lot of options. Actually, Aspinall's a good fight for Ty, Curtis, or Lewis because Aspinall's got a lot of height now.
This is tough to say. I think who do you want to see fight each other amongst these guys?
Oh,
Would you rather see Cyril Gane versus Stipe or Ty?
Cyril Gane versus Stipe.
Okay, so then do Ty versus
Aspinall.
or do you do Ty versus Curtis? No, not Blades, because that's gonna be like wrestler versus striker. I say Aspinall versus Ty and Stipe versus Cyril.
That makes the most sense.
Because I guess we gotta think.
Because we gotta take Blades and Lewis away from.
I think we gotta think from the top down. Who is Stipe, the former champion, willing to fight next? I feel like
Cyril.
his decision.
It's gotta be Cyril.
Yeah, I feel his decision will then
Form the rest.
Yeah, so I think Stipe is only fighting Ty or Cyril.
Ty is not even worth for Stipe, man.
So Cyril,
Because they won't do an interim with Ty.
So Cyril, Stipe, interim belt,
Yeah.
and then number 1 contender fight.
Ty versus
Aspinall
Jones.
versus Ty.
No kidding. Yeah, Aspinall versus Ty.
Jones Blades would be a good intro for heavyweight for Jones. I think.
Ooh, that would be.
I think that's
Even Jones and
we
Lewis.
just figured it out.
We just fucking made a match.
Then let's
we
take
just did
let's
Nick
let's
Maynard's
take
job.
Hunter.
Hunter Campbell and Nick
No, just
Maynard.
Just Hunter.
Just
like,
Hunter?
like Nate did.
Oh.
I think that's in a perfect world, so that probably won't happen because the
No.
UFC's not a perfect world.
And Dana's an ass.
I think Stipe Cyril is
I
the
should've said
fight to
that, eh?
make. Well, yeah, now we lost.
Oh, fuck.
We lost our future
Sorry,
endorsement.
That's
Look at the
bad.
camera and apologize to Dana White right now.
Uncle Dana,
Say it like you mean it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
Calling you an ass.
I know. I'm sorry for making a fake Twitter account in grade 11.
Well, when we meet him, you can show him that account.
It's deleted now.
Oh.
Did I ever tell that story? The pod?
Not on here. Do you have pictures of it still?
If you search the name, you could find a couple articles from the forum. One of the forums got taken down, but like you could find like tweets and like someone saying, "Oh, like you got fooled," like and a whole.
You
And then-
bamboozled Josh Costa.
And if I
Right? It was Josh Costa.
if I search the handle on Twitter, you could see some of the interactions still. and like people seem like, oh, I'm so hyped for Gray Maynard and Clay Guida. Like I don't know why people are so excited. So I made I made a fake Dana account in like grade 11 or grade 12.
Yeah, it was 2011.
Yeah, and this was like when Twitter was like not what it is now. It was like very easy to do that shit, I guess. So all I did was add an extra A on the handle, and then I tweeted Josh Koscheck. I'm like, Rick Story. I'm like somebody's out. You're fighting Rick Story next or something like that. And he's like, oh, I'll post it at the bottom too.
Yeah.
And
No,
then,
you should fucking take pictures of the form and post it on Instagram.
yeah, if I can find it. But like,
Yeah.
Koscheck was like, yeah, no problem, boss. Like, I'll fight anybody, something like that. And you would think like, is that how like UFC fighters like?
I was gonna say you
get
would
the
think-
news, like they're okay with that on Twitter. Like, okay, I'll do it. Like, no phone call. And then I made a fake fight. I was like, Clay Guida versus Gray Maynard. And for some reason, like, everybody lost their shit. And then the fight, like, a couple years later, was like the most boring fight ever. And I
Oh no shit!
and it used to be a boring fight, so I don't know if
Yeah.
they were so hype about it. But yeah, I made a
That's
fake
hilarious.
Dana. And like, and then one thing I did too was because I was looking at his mentions, and somebody asked for tickets, and I was like, "Yeah, no problem, man. I'll get you the tickets." And he's like, "Thank you so much, Dana."
Oh my god,
So
poor
yeah,
guy.
I think it was like a PA day or like Christmas break or some shit like that, and I just like I'm like on the couch, I'm like, I'm gonna make a fake.
Yeah,
Dana
but
later,
Tom,
bro.
how did you got away with it just because of an extra A?
Yeah, it was Dana with 2 A's.
And then everybody fell for it.
Yeah, but you can't do that now with all the way the Twitter like layout looks. But yeah, that was. I'll see if I can find those
That's
those old messages, and I'll post it on the video.
The old school MMA Twitter, eh?
Oh man, that was the Wild West Twitter back then.
Hopefully they don't find the rest of your tweets, eh?
Oh, I deleted all the bad ones.
Oh.
Do you remember in Montreal
No.
at a certain club when we were tweeting after?
No. I
Okay,
don't know we
this-
tweeted after that.
Well, it was more me and it was me and someone else, and I'll
Yeah.
say I had to go back and delete some shit.
Oh shit.
We were just like, yeah,
You're talking about the La Boom, right? Not La Boom, fucking Sky.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Oh, okay. Ended up being a gay club, right?
Oh yeah, someone gave us directions to a fucking gay bar. We're like, yeah, and the fucking taxi driver was like,
Took us the whole way.
yeah, because he knew. Let me. They're gonna want to turn
And then
back
we
again.
turn around.
It's like, oh, you guys know this is like the village. We're like, what do you mean the village? It's like
I thought we were in Montreal.
Holy shit! Yeah, I'll post those tweets. But yeah, Tom Aspinall. I think what we just deciphered is the state of the heavyweight division.
We just literally set up the best possible matchups for the division.
Yeah. So up next on the docket, let's see. England card, the Maz Colby altercation. I'm kind of over that.
I'm over it too. It's stupid, man. It's childish. Masvidal's an idiot.
Dana said something today. He was like, pretty much alluding to like there's like a man code, like you can't pull that shit.
Yeah, no shit. Stupid.
Did he even say anything about Masvidal's kids though? I don't know.
No, he said you're a bad father.
to cope to
Masvidal.
Oriel. No.
He said to both of them. He said
Oh, that's
both of them
his
are bad
line, I
fathers.
guess.
Who cares though? Like, what does he know about your home life?
I think Masvidal is just his ego is super bruised, and like
Oh yeah, he couldn't do anything for 25 minutes.
like you wanted to beat this guy's ass so bad, you didn't get the chance to. Well, you got the chance to, but you didn't do it. And then like knowing, like yeah, it just sits with him like that.
Oh yeah.
And then he even changes like Twitter profile picture to like the shot where he clipped him and dropped him. Like
The
when his
one
face is
shot
all like
is all- yeah.
discombobulated. So yeah, like to run up on him like kind of like a sneak attack is like I don't know, like it's
So stupid.
like what does that do? Like you're not gonna get the rematch. There's no footage of it.
Literally just made himself look like an idiot.
Yeah, if anything,
It's
like
just-
you ruined like his whole thing, like his persona and like his rise was like the whole like the street thing, but like
Now it's like fucking.
like that would have been cool
douche,
if like he happened to run up on the street like by chance.
like the way Leon happened.
yeah, like
That's
okay,
why-
you're talking shit, we're face to face, but like to sneak up on someone and
That's what I think. I think the whole because the Leon thing kind of propelled him before the knee. Remember, it was before the knee that kind of propelled him even more.
what do you mean? Oh yeah,
So then I think he thought, oh, the same thing's gonna happen, like it did Leon, and I'll get some fame from it. And he tried it, and then it made him look stupid.
yeah. Like, at least if there was footage of you beating him up, but now it's just all, like, hearsay, and, like, we don't even know, like...
Well, yeah, hearsay, and you showed up behind him with a mask.
He had a mask on?
Yeah, he had the COVID mask on.
Oh. Yeah, that was just... Yeah, like, that's... I think his rise is just, like, what do you do with him after?
And what do you do with him now? All he has is Nate fight, which is probably not going to happen.
I think even Nate doesn't want to fight him. Because Nate's always been the guy, he's like, I want to fight guys who are on win streaks.
Yeah.
Because I want to test myself kind of thing.
But Nate right now, I feel he just wants a legacy fight. A money fight.
Yeah, but, like, I think he also knows he's, like, one of the A-sides. And, like, any fight with him now is going to be a money fight.
Yeah, but you can make money and then
you can make, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Like, I think he's going to wait out for McGregor.
And then, I guess we gotta jump into the pay-per-view tomorrow.
Alright, which is actually more stacked than I thought it was.
Oh, yeah. Do you know why Jairzinho pulled out? Or why he's not fighting?
Jairzinho.
Was he supposed to fight tomorrow?
Who's Jairzinho?
Rosenstrike.
I didn't know he was supposed to fight tomorrow.
Well, I was making bets, and then one of his name was one of the options, and I'm like, what the hell, he's fighting? And then I looked at my bet stuff, and it said, withdrawn.
Really? Oh, Gaslam's cancelled.
Yeah, that one.
He cancelled twice.
Oh, Tybura falls ill. Fight with Rosenstrike cancelled. So that's what it was.
Yeah, honestly, as far as everybody's saying how stacked this card, it's not that stacked.
No, it's pretty stacked, man.
You think so? Well, the last three fights are unreal.
That's what you gotta look at. People usually base on the main card.
Sometimes
Mackenzie Dern, people like watching her fight.
And Tisha Torres is a tornado too.
So do you want to go from the?
I think we should just go from the
last three.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more notable ones.
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns and Hamza. What do you got? You got Hamza. How knockout?
No, I think he's gonna submit. No, I think TKO ground and pound.
First round.
Yeah.
You think he takes him down or drops him?
Ooh, you know what? I think he could probably take him on the feet.
I think he's gonna take him most standing.
Yeah, I
don't think he wants to mess with Burns to the ground.
No, but he's a wrestler, right? So he can probably still.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna clip him standing.
Nullify his.
I think he's gonna clip him
I think
standing.
so too. I think knockout.
Yeah,
you're right.
I think
Because he's big, way bigger too.
I think it's gonna be like very quick.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be like 2 minutes.
It's gonna be like, oh, again.
Yeah,
that's it. We gotta wait another.
And then Dana said he'll probably fight Kobe if he wins.
Which is stupid.
You think so?
Well,
that would be a number one contender fight.
What if Kobe wins? You guys see Kobe versus Usman again?
You kind of have to. If you're ranked number one and you keep winning, like, it's not your fault.
Fuck, that sucks though, man.
I'm not mad at a trilogy fight with that, to be honest.
Yeah, it was good fights. It is a good matchup. It is.
But
after Kobe and Hamza, there's nobody left for Usman anyways.
Well, Dana said Leon's going to fight, so I guess you do Leon.
After Leon.
I guess you do Usman Leon, and then if Hamza wins, I think essentially the winner of tomorrow's fight fights Kobe.
Yeah.
You have to sorry, I keep saying Kobe. So the winner fights that. So that's essentially, this fight is essentially get you a number one contender fight.
Yeah. Would you? Yeah. Fuck, but I'd be okay with it if this gets him a title shot. To be honest, either of them.
It's hard to say because if Burns wins, then it's like, oh, okay, he just beat someone unranked that he just proved he's a hype job.
That's true.
Then Hamza wins, he just skyrockets in the rankings, but at the same time, it's only one notable win against somebody. You know what I mean? Like, it's a big win, but
his last guy, Li Jiang, or whatever, he was a good contender. Yeah,
I guess the only way I can see the winner getting a title shot is if luck of Leon strikes and he can't get the title shot. So I think,
true.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
If that happens, fuck.
Maybe he's just gonna be like in a Tony Ferguson position, like he's just not meant to get it.
Yeah,
could be it, man.
I think so. He's also a bore.
He's a drag. So I think Hamza knockout too, and then co-main event. Your boy Sterling.
I'm actually really excited. I'm gonna be so nervous for that fight because what if
Sterling
knocks out Yan? Oh my god!
Do you think this is the first time where it's unanimous that the whole community wants one person to win, or do you think there's actually?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you
Who
think-
else is there?
Do you think there's any people who want Sterling to win? I guess he has obviously he has fans.
Yeah, but not like I think
Okay.
Colby.
Subtract each of their fans and just all neutrals who like you don't consider yourself a Jan or Sterling fan. I think everyone in that group is going for Jan.
Yeah, 100%. Nobody likes Sterling. Is like the Will Smith of MMA community.
Well, yeah, now because I don't think anyone likes Will Smith now.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, no, I don't think so. I've seen mixed things about that. I've seen like people like Happy did that, then others. I think it's still 50-50.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get to Will Smith though.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of the rare times where everybody
In
wants
America-
to see one guy lose.
In America right now, everybody's going for at the press conference. Everybody's going for Jan.
You see the little scream he did? Well, I sent it to you. do you think he wins, or do you like was taking out you want to win? How do you think the fight actually plays out?
I'm just so nervous that Sterling's gonna win that I think it's gonna happen. Even though I know Jan is like incredibly skilled,
Like super
calculated.
lucky, like scramble submission.
Something stupid, submission or like even worse than knockout. Imagine it's like a knee, but like a legal knee. Oh my god!
Oh, if he gets a knee.
like a legal knee, like not.
Oh shit. If Jan, so
But yeah, I think Jan wins anyways.
how do you think decision or he finishes them?
I think decision because I think the most likely way for Jan to lose, I think, is he's gonna get so emotional, just get so mad. Like let's.
I don't
say
think he's gonna fight like that.
in the second. I don't think so. Maybe not.
He's so collected.
Very collected. Very.
I think it
But
might.
I can just think he's gonna clip him. This is, I think, worst case scenario. Is Jan's gonna clip Sterling? They're gonna go. He's gonna go follow him to the ground.
Yeah.
He's gonna get too excited, and Sterling's gonna catch him in something. That's what I think. Like the worst possible scenario ever. Like my.
Yeah, I guess. Like, yeah, I know what you mean. If it were to play out that way, that's yeah. If like if
Possible.
Sterling were to win,
Especially in the second round, they're still kind of dry.
yeah. I think Jan figured him out. The first fight, because Sterling was doing good the first couple rounds, but I think Jan.
But he wasn't really. He was just like making him. He was just making Jan defend.
Yeah, and then that's what I mean. Like he. I think I got to rewatch, but I'm pretty sure he won the
He
first
did, yeah.
round or the first two rounds.
All the judges, I think, gave him one.
Yeah, and the second was
Only
kind
one
of
gave him the
close.
second.
Yeah, then Jan was like figuring him out in the clinch, all that stuff. So I think Jan's gonna figure him out earlier this time.
Well,
And,
Sterling might not come out as reckless either, right? And that's kind of what made it.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But then, okay, let's say this. Let's say Sterling doesn't come out as reckless, and so then he won't get as tired. But then that means he'll control less of the fight.
Right.
So it's like still Jan's fight.
Yeah, I think Jan's gonna knock him out.
I think so.
I think he's
hope
gonna
so,
clip
man.
him.
I hope so.
Back to what we said about weight cutting. Did you see Sterling? He looked like super shredded, and everyone's always impressed by that. But then people are making good points. Are like, that's not necessarily a good sign.
No.
Like your body's dehydrated essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you think he could be chinny?
Yeah, I hope so.
I think Jan knockout. That's my prediction for that one.
I think Jan decision. I think Sterling plays. Oh, that's the other thing. Everybody was talking about how bad his spine was fucked. You think the surgery helped him, and he's gonna come back that much better, or the surgery's kind of just whatever.
It was
His
more
skill
the
is
up.
a skill.
It was more like
The neck.
the neck area, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's tough to say.
because I don't think Sterling can't out wrestle Jan anyways.
No, not at all.
So the neck is kind of that's what it's for, really.
I don't know if that plays a factor, to be honest. I don't know how.
Because now he has a brand new neck, right? So
What's that?
he's got a brand new neck.
I don't know how those surgeries go in terms of like how you feel after the recovery and like your usage of it. I'm not sure, to be honest. Like if you were to land on his neck and like in a clinch. No, I mean like if Jan were to like flip him and like you land, is that like does he feel it more than before,
I don't know.
or is it just back to normal? Kind of
Right,
thing?
right.
I think Jan knockout.
Yeah,
Bro.
I'm going Jan decision.
I think his boxing is too crisp.
Beautiful.
And he's gonna clip him. He's gonna go down and ground and pound finish. I say like round 3-ish.
3? Okay, I was saying Jan decision.
And then main event, I got upset feeling in my stomach. No, my stomach doesn't feel upset.
Yeah.
I got. My stomach hurts. I got a feeling it's gonna be an upset.
Yeah?
I think I just had that feeling, and then also at the same time, I guess my logical thinking behind it to back it up from like what would happen is,
I think you're before.
No, I think you can't out game plan Volkanovski,
Right.
but Korean Zombie isn't looking to do a game plan. He's has nothing to lose.
Exactly.
And we saw Ortega when he was kind of like picking his spots, he wasn't doing well. When he was trying to stick to the game plan, then when it was too late, he had to go for it. He almost jumped on the submission. He kind of like he tagged him, jumped the submission.
Yeah.
So I feel like you have to approach Volkanovski that way. But he's also the flip side of that is like you go reckless against someone like that, like you could get exposed, and especially a guy like him, he's so smart. But at the same time, like Zombie's been in those wars.
Yeah.
He's used to fighting like that. He's a taller fighter.
Way taller.
He has the reach, I believe.
And Volkanovski, the way he always does this. He always. So let's say he's in Orthodox. He goes. It's this one thing where his head's always wide open. I think he goes. He kind of fakes the overhand, and then he's standing in southpaw, and then he jumps again. It's like and Zombie's so tight and like crisp. I think he's gonna knock him out too.
I think it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna be knockout or like he clips him and like gets a submission on because like Zombie has good submissions too. But I really have a feeling it's gonna be an upset.
Yeah, I think so too.
If I had to pick, it'd be knockout. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a rock and gets to the ground. But I think I got a feeling Zombie's gonna pull it off.
Dude, I hope so too, man. Can you believe he fought Aldo?
Yeah.
And Aldo's run and Zombie's still there?
I think on the last podcast we had like we were talking about RDA, and then we were saying like someone's never gonna be champ again. But then we jumped that led to the conversation. I think I brought up when I was like, in MMA, like you never know like anybody can become champion at any time. Like we saw like with Bisping, like if you said Bisping a year before that fight, or even like the fight before, this guy will be a champion soon. Like you'd be like you're out of your mind. Like he got knocked out against Anderson Silva essentially.
Yeah.
Won the decision and became a champion the fight after because it was so, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you would like, and you said like
that was a freak fight.
Yeah.
He's lucky he won that.
Yeah, and then he ends up being champion after, and then Korean Zombie, you would have said. Like if you said like a couple months ago, no one would. This fight was announced like 3 months ago,
something like that. But I never thought Zombie was close to touching.
Yeah, especially after all the loss, which was like 7 years ago now.
Yeah,
like you would think no shot this guy ever becomes champion, and like you said before, like this sport, all you need is a couple win streaks.
Not even. Who did he beat?
I think he beat.
Dude, he got knocked the fuck out by Yair, and then after Ortega completely outclassed him.
But yeah, like all you need is one big win. Someone pulls out a fight, like you're right there.
I'm happy for him though. I'm happy for Korean Zombie.
I think he's gonna.
How old is he?
He beat Dan. How do you say it?
Eag.
Dan Eag. And then before that he lost to Ortega, and before that he beat Frankie and.
Oh, you knocked out Frankie.
Yeah, that was a while ago. That was like that was 2019.
Oh wow, okay.
But yeah, like he's essentially on a 1-fight win streak. Against the number 10 ranked guy.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah.
And this is all because Max couldn't clear the medical.
Yeah, because Max said I'll be the replacement if someone falls injured.
And then what happened?
But he was like the original guy, so I don't know. I think it was a medical thing, like you said.
Yeah, I think so too.
But yeah, I got a feeling Zombie's gonna pull it off.
Damn.
Because he has nothing to lose, and sometimes that, and his style suits that. Like
Volkanov's so small.
Yeah, like
and he always swings to get in.
So you think if Zombie pulls it off, no rematch, or
I don't think rematch. No, I don't think rematch.
So you think Max Zombie?
I think Max is Zombie.
Max hasn't fought Korean Zombie, right?
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either, too. Yeah. That'd be a sick fight.
That would be a fucking.
Because Max.
Imagine he beats Max too.
Because Max would easily fuck him up for 5 rounds and not get clipped. But at the same time, Max would be like, okay, let's just stand in the pocket.
Yeah, no,
let's see who goes down.
Yeah, that's like another Zombie and Leonard Garcia.
Yeah.
Remember
They never fought.
Wow.
So, yeah, I think. But okay, on the flip side, if Volk wins, obviously Max trilogy, right?
Yeah.
I think Max.
I think they give it to Max because I don't think they gave Volkanovski a rematch right away because they UFC's never really pushed Volkanovski that much.
Yeah.
He was even complaining about it. Like when Max and Volkanovski rematched, he he was complaining, UFC's making it seem like Max won, whatever, nobody's behind me, and it's true. Everybody still thinks Max won anyways.
The second fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first fight I had Volk winning.
Everybody said it.
And then
even
the second
Dana, all the UFC fighters.
Second fight, I think Max won that. But I think Max will get him the third time around. But I think my official prediction is Korean Zombie knockout first round.
Ooh, that's fucking
I think
close.
it happens.
What are the odds on that, dude? What are the odds on
crazy.
that?
First round, or just in general.
The first round.
Knockout?
Yeah.
First round. Let's see. I know.
I gotta set my limit higher.
I know. Last time I checked, him to win was like ×4, but first round it's gotta be like 10x. I think. If I were to guess, let me pull it up. If zombie knockout is 7.1, first round, you would 11x your money.
So
If he wins in the first round, whatever you bet times 11. If it's first round.
It could be anyway, or
No,
it has to be knockout.
Third round is 35. No, sorry. Third round is 20x your money.
What? For a finish?
Yeah, for zombie.
Obviously for a finish. So 20x. Let's say I think my limit's $20 times 30. What?
Wait, for which round?
The third one.
Third is 20.
20x?
Yeah. You're gonna do it?
Fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. Those are not bad odds. It's worth it. And then 20 times 220. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put $20 down on that.
Why don't you just do a win to be on the safe side? Because like the round's so.
What's the win though? What's the win payout?
Just the win is like I think 4.5.
4.5x.
Yeah.
So 20.
Just like you're like $9.
What the hell? What am I gonna do with $90?
Put more then.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. No, I can't put more. I put my limit to 20.
So I'm going official prediction: Korean Zombie, round 1 KO.
Damn.
We gotta post this before the fight.
Yeah,
because then
be
people are
able to
gonna
do that.
think we just recorded it after if it happens. Because the last one I didn't get to post it before the fight, so I posted it the day after. So this one I'll try to do it tomorrow before the fight. But yeah, so that way the proof is there.
Does this have a Twitter account?
I gotta do it still.
We should make.
I'm gonna make it, and
then we can post the prediction. At least say it on Twitter if this is.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I'm sure we don't have fans that are waiting for us to post anyways. Not yet.
So, what's your prediction?
I'm saying third round based off the odds.
That's always a good way to go about it. All right, I think we covered it all. Anything else
so.
in the MMA community?
It's good to be back. All right.
Episode 3 in the books. We'll catch you next time, probably on the recap of this card.
Peace.